Dr. Napolitano, I would like you to talk a little bit about, coatings or special glasses, something put in the glasses besides of whatever vision we need, such as reflective coating, night vision coating, not breaking coatings for maybe sports people, or all kinds of things. There's so much out there, and sometimes the consumer, the patient, gets a little bit worried, like, well, wait a minute, is that like in a car, you're selling me this, but I really kind of don't need it? Shed some light on that, please.
Well, definitely there are a lot of things we can do with glasses nowadays. So I talked about a little bit before about the anti-reflective coating. That's definitely, for me, if you wear glasses, if you can afford it, that's a must that you need to have on your glasses, the anti-reflective coating. It makes it so much more comfortable watching TV, using the computer, especially nowadays. Everybody uses the computer, driving at night, but even during the day, if it's a rainy day or a foggy day, anti-reflective coating definitely helps. There are several types of anti-reflective coating. There is an older type that used to be, as said, it's a coating, so it used to be sprayed on the lens after it was made. That one tends to peel, tends to come off eventually with time. The other kind that it's newer on the market, it's injected inside the lens. If the lens is being made, there's nothing you can do to the lens to take that anti-reflective coating off. It's obviously a little bit more expensive, but it's definitely worth it because it doesn't matter how you treat that lens, that coating is not coming off. If you wear glasses and you had anti-reflective coating in the past, the biggest thing is that anti-reflective coating comes off. It scratches off, makes vision actually worse. So if you want, definitely do the one that it's injected, it's incorporated in the lens, much, much better. The other thing we can add on the lens is a scratch coating. It's a scratch-resistant coating. Now, like my secretary tells all my patients, it's a scratch-resistant, but it's not scratch-proof. So we can add it on the lens, but if you throw those glasses all over the place, if you don't clean that properly, chances are that lens is going to scratch. Hands down, that lens is going to scratch. Another thing we can do, which is a wonderful thing, is transition lenses. Transition, it's something where the lens becomes pretty much a sunglass depending on the amount of UVs that it's present, and it also it's temperature dependent. So the colder it is, the darker the lens becomes, and sunnier it is, the darker the lens becomes. What that lens does, it's a regular lens, so when you come indoor, the lens is clear, there's nothing there's nothing you can see, and when you go outside, when it's sunny, that lens becomes dark, so pretty much turns into a sunglass. Now, it's never going to become as dark as a sunglass, but it definitely helps, especially if you have prescription and you need prescription sunglasses. It definitely helps. It cuts down the cost, and it's also convenient because you don't have to worry about, putting your sunglasses on, then going indoor, taking your sunglasses out. So it's much more comfortable, it's convenient, and less expensive than if you had to do one clear pair and a prescription sunglass. So that definitely helps.
You said something about when it's cold, they are darker. What does cold and warm have to do with sunny, bright, and dark? If I'm out there skiing, it can be pretty cold and yet sunny and bright.
Right. Well, like we said before, actually, when there is snow on the ground, that's more dangerous to the eyes because the snow is going to reflect more of the UVs. So you do want that lens to become darker. So it is the specific type of lens. It is temperature dependent and also sun dependent. So the colder it is, the darker the lens becomes. Now, if it's cold but it's not sunny, the lens is not going to activate. So you still need the UVs from the sun there to activate the lens. So it doesn't matter if it's 9 o'clock at night, but it's very, very cold, like a New York winter night, that lens is not going to activate. You still need the sun there to activate the lens, yes.
I got it. So if you walk into your cold apartment in a winter night and, don't find the light switch right away, it's not that it turns it on even darker.
It will not activate. No. Indoors, it does not activate.
Got it. Well, all right. Thank you very much.